Hey everyone, and welcome to the first actual Let's Play on the Big Bear and Little Bear channel. This is Big Bear, and I'm going to be playing through one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 4, called Infamous Second Son. I've beaten this game a lot of times, and this starting narration here, it's actually just title crawl, is going to kind of give a bit of information about the gameplay. 7 years ago, a small group of humans called conduits emerged, each with the ability to manipulate and even weaponize a unique form of matter. The Department of Unified Protection was formed to hunt down and identify and detain all conduits reclassified as bioterrorists to protect the population. It's now believed all bioterrorists have been successfully captured and locked away. As a result, the Department of Unified Protection is being phased out, with the military assuming taking over the bioterrorists, and they have a facility called Curtin K, which they're held at. But the newest transport will never arrive. And you're about to see why. So this game, I believe, actually was a launch title for the PS4, so it kind of shows its age in certain places, but I still really like it. I think it's a really pretty game. It has a lot of charm. Characters are really good, and the combat's really fun. And overall, it's just fun to explore with powers. Canonically, this is the third game in the series, and also the third game that was released. But it kind of has a bit of a detached story from the first two, other than occasional references to it. It isn't all in all a sequel, really. That's why it's called Second Son, because a new character, new area. And speaking of character, that's who we're actually playing as, is that juvenile delinquent there about to spray paint on a billboard. And this is one thing that the game actually implemented, was showing off the DualShock 4 controllers. So you actually have to hold the controllers sideways and use it like a spray can. I remember playing this the first time. I thought it was really cool and unique that they had something like this, just because I hadn't really seen anything like it before. My one problem with it, though, is sometimes the game really doesn't realize when you've already painted everything, and you'll occasionally have to just keep repainting over the same area over and over again to collect that one last pixel that the game said you didn't do a good enough job covering there.
Hey, if art is a crime, then just...
Let me make sure the subtitles are on here.
Think, Delson, think. Party at the Longhouse. Just gotta get there, mingle, establish an alibi. I'm a goddamn criminal mastermind. Alright. Yeah, this should work. Oh, genius. Real genius.
Who's out there?
It's just me, Betty. Would you put
Delson.
the stapler down? Seriously.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you at the big to-do at the Longhouse?
Yeah, I just didn't feel all that accomplished tonight, but you look amazing. It looks great on you. Seriously.
What were you doing up on the roof?
Nothing, just...
Were you up to mischief?
Come on, I know you're in there, so just come on out, or I'll call Betty and she'll be here in 5 minutes with the keys.
You were up to mischief.
Okay, well, come on, seriously, what are you gonna do here?
Well, I have no choice. He's a cop. I have to be back here in 5 minutes, and if you're still here...
Thanks, Betty.
This is the last time. Now I have to go back to my office. Apparently, I'm getting a phone call.
Alright, now we finally get control here. So, as you can see here, our character definitely has a habit of getting in trouble there. Really nice character, Betty is.
Hello, freedom.
You can tell that she definitely cares about Delson a lot.
And now the easy part. Get to the Longhouse, set up an alibi.
So this here is going to introduce us into the climbing / parkour aspect of the game. So there's a lot of, honestly, pretty much almost everything you can see in this game can be climbed, which is actually really fun. One thing I never got there was why the camera does that weird tilting thing there. It never really does that again in the game. I guess I really didn't need to climb that, I just kind of wanted to. I remember the climbing in the first Infamous game was one of the things I really liked at it, and honestly looking back it really wasn't that good. It was just kind of, I don't know, it just felt free being able to climb pretty much anything you really wanted to. So yep, we're on our way to the Longhouse. Pretty much about halfway there already. That way we can establish an alibi so that cop doesn't figure out that we were the ones that spray painted the billboard. But honestly, I mean, it just happened, and I mean, it's pretty well established that we're the troublemaker of this area, so I don't know why it wouldn't be assumed that we were the one who did it anyway. But I mean,
that was close.
I guess our character's not really thinking of that very much right now, just kind of trying to get away with whatever he can. Also, he has to have some seriously insane upper body strength to do this, because I would not be able to climb over like this. Also, I promise that wasn't perfect timing, but I looked down right when he said don't look down. Alright, well, we can climb up and make our way to the door. And then to open the door, you actually have to slide on the touchpad of the controller.
Hey, man. I've been looking like forever for you. We should probably just get inside.
Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is for me to keep arresting my own brother over and over and over again?
Maybe you should stop arresting your brother over and over and over again.
You think this is a joke?
No, I don't.
Is this how you want to leave your mark on the world, huh? You think this would make our parents proud? Misdemeanor vandalism?
Listen, man, there's a lot of scary shit in the world, and while I'm out there actually trying to assert my talent,
you're trying to assert your talent. I mean, what the
Why
hell
do you
are you
always
even talking
do this,
about?
Reggie? Why don't you just let me be who I am?
Tell me what big, bad,
If you
scary
would
shit
listen,
you're
I
gonna
would
scare us from.
explain it to you.
Really? Because I don't seem to get it. What?
Truck.
I'm going after those two. You stay back. That thing's gonna blow.
Stay away from the exploding thing. Got it.
Okay, and of course we're going to immediately disregard what he just said. We can actually help him by swiping up on the touchpad there.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh, thanks, man. I thought I was gonna die. Hey, you all right? Oh, hey, let him go! Just let him go and keep your hands where I can see him. I don't want to hurt nobody. I just want to get going before she gets here. I said let him go, or I will shoot you. Right?
So one thing.
I said I don't want to hurt nobody.
Maybe he has to grab the hand that has the powers, but I never understood. Delsin was helping him stand up, and he grabbed his hand at that time, so I don't know why he didn't get this until now, but...
Reg? I gotta find Reggie.
So clearly we're on the ground for a while there, and right when we move, instead of walking...
What was that? What the hell? What's happening to me? God, no! Stop it, stop it!
Yeah, anytime we move, we seem to be turning into some sort of smoke apparition.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Make it stop! Reg! Reg, I really need you! What is going on? Reggie! Reggie! Fred, you okay?
Nelson, what was that?
I gotta get that thing off you.
You just...
I gotta get you out!
Yeah, okay. Okay, just help me push!
Okay, now we have to... This game really wanted to show off how useful the touchpad was.
No!
Shit. I can't stop it, man. I can't stop it. Reggie, I can't stop it, man.
It's okay. You're okay. Just breathe. Breathe. You're all right. You're all right.
I'm one of them, man. I'm one of them.
No. No. You are my brother. All right? You are my brother.
Okay.
This thing with you is gonna pass. I promise. We'll fix it. All right? You with me? You with me?
Okay.
Okay. Get out there. There is a bounty, so we gotta stop him before he gets to the rest of the tribe. All right? Okay. I need you. I need you right now. All right? Come on.
So it seems like our brother doesn't share our ability here to collect powers from people.
Just promise me you won't use any of those tricks, okay?
I wouldn't have been able to even get to you back there if I hadn't.
Just promise me you won't do that.
The one thing I don't get here is that Delson's, you know, like mood and everything immediately changes between that cutscene and the gameplay there. He goes from being scared and everything to immediately being like, oh, these powers are cool.
The button's jammed!
I think Betty's still inside.
Jeez, man, the latch is melted. Locked.
Yeah, that's not jammed, that is completely
I
broken.
think he ran through.
You can do that?
It's only one way to find out.
Nelson's a bioterrorist too.
Wait,
So yeah,
he's
we're
not-
able to get through some walls and things with it. And air vents. Which is something that becomes very useful later.
Fence. Good to know.
And it's very nice that they're red and bright yellow for us to tell what we can and can't go through.
Wow, that should have hurt. Betty! Where are you, Betty? Ugh.
Unable to phase through that fire for some reason. Luckily though, there's a convenient chain next to us that we can grab and use as a melee weapon.
Yeah, this will work. Don't want to spoil the surprise.
Almost there, Betty!
Loveboy says don't want to spoil the surprise and then immediately shouts.
No, stay away from me! Stop! Delson!
I was just trying to create a diversion. I didn't know anybody was in here.
You did this to me!
You're a conduit?
Betty, I'll explain later, but you gotta get out of here now.
Good, I'm gone.
Not until you fix this first.
I spent most of my life behind bars. It's easy enough to bust out. You just gotta wait for that golden opportunity. When I got my powers, hell, I was unstoppable. Until the DUP caught up with me. Yeah, they got a special hole they like to toss folks like me in. Figured out a way to bind us all up so we couldn't use our powers. That also meant they had to feed us, wash us, even wipe our goddamn asses. That's no way for a man to live. There's no way. They had this red-headed bitch there, really into needles and scalpels. She called what she did to me tests. But if you do enough time, you learn a few tricks. Just gotta be patient. Sooner or later, they'll screw up. They always do. You maybe see something or you hear something, learn things you weren't supposed to know. So when that bitch put the three of us in that wagon, I knew what was coming. A golden opportunity.
So that explains why that truck crashed then earlier.
I saw you poking around inside my head.
It was me? I thought that was you.
You saw it, right? That DUP prison. If she catches you, that's where you're going.
Wait!
So now we gotta chase after him.
I'm warning you, kid. Back off!
I'm not going anywhere until you fix this!
Listen, I don't know what happened, but you better be ready to disappear.
Why?
You're a conduit now, kid. A bioterrorist. Welcome to the world of run for your life. And that's what I aim to do, even if
I don't think they
gotta
tell
go
us his
through you.
name until that
Anywhere
point there.
until you fix this!
This ain't something that can be
So right now,
fixed.
since we only have the melee, basically what the best
At
idea to
least show
do
me how
is
to
use the
control it.
fade to
We
get
got
close to
time.
him,
There you
and then
coming.
use the melee
She knows I'm onto her plan.
that we have.
This fire's only gonna buy 2-3 minutes diversion tops. I gotta get now. Ain't going back.
Since
to
this is just a
30K.
tutorial,
Yeah,
it's
well,
basically just a really simple
whoever's coming is coming
chase
for
after
you,
him
man,
and
not
attack
me.
him
You've been seen,
kind of
son.
thing.
Folks here know about you. And she's got a way of making people. Good luck, kid.
Oh, hell no. No way I'm gonna die in a fish guttery.
So luckily, for some reason, he decides to open the door instead of Smoke open the door,
Just let me walk away.
which was kind of lucky for him timing-wise.
Wait a minute. Stop. Let's talk about this.
Oh, Henry. I am so very disappointed in you.
Well, we got him, right? I, flushed that mean old conduit for you. Good job, everybody. Especially you, guys.
Bioterrorist. Henry Daughtry was a bioterrorist. Conduit. Is a word used by traitors who sympathize with their cause. You're not a traitor, are you?
I try not to be.
You seem nervous.
No, I'm not nervous.
It's been my experience there are only two reasons for people to be nervous. Either they're cowards, or they have something to hide.
Well, you know, I also get nervous around pretty girls.
Speech check failed.
You were in there with that bioterrorist for some time. Did he share anything with you?
Share.
Did he say anything to you? Share any of his ramblings about conspiracies?
Honestly, no, he really didn't, actually. So
No,
I'm not
he
even lying here.
Share anything.
Good. That's good to hear.
You would think they'd have security cameras in
See,
there or something.
we are engaged in a life and death war with these bioterrorists, and it's my job to do whatever it takes to ensure that we win that war.
What? That's kind of funny because aren't you a bioterrorist too?
I mean, if he didn't say that, then this game wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
Yes, I am. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. And it's clear now that you're not a coward, which means there's something that you're not telling me.
Oh, what are you doing?
You can't do this.
Stupid
You
moment
crazy. I've
there,
got
Delson.
rights.
And I have the legal authority to suspend those rights whenever I feel it's necessary. Like now, for instance. I'll ask again. What happened in there?
And I will tell you again.
I'm told that hurts.
Maybe I know what happened to there.
No, Betty, don't.
Really? Still nothing. Well, unless you decide that you do have something to tell me, I'll go chat with that nice old lady. But you should know, concrete is especially hard on brittle bones. And if she doesn't talk, I'll just move on to the next one, and the next, until I find someone who does. So do you have something you want to tell me? Or do you prefer that I
So,
move on to your
a big
friends?
part of this game is the karmatic choices. And this is the first one, where we can either sacrifice the tribe, which will put us down the evil route, where we basically don't tell her, or we can admit that we are a conduit, which would save the tribe, but we'd pretty much doom ourselves. Honestly, I've played through the good route a bunch of times. I like to think that it is the canon ending for this story, but I think in this one, since I normally play through good, I might actually go through the evil route. So I'm going to choose to sacrifice the tribe.
Piss off.
Then I have no further use for you. Hope you're not as stubborn as that one. Are you, Betty? Yeah, I'm told that hurts.
So now we are a thug. We've taken our first step to become infamous, which is the name of the game, so I don't know why you wouldn't.
Wake up!
Seems like our injuries definitely healed here.
What's going on here? They turned the longhouse into a hospital? How long have I been out?
So as we can see, it seems like a lot of the people from the tribe have also been affected by the concrete lady. I don't think that they mentioned her name yet, actually.
How could anyone do this? How many people did she hurt? And no one could stop her? Oh my God. Betty.
Glad to see you're up.
Yeah. I guess Augustine wasn't bluffing, huh?
Wow. No one here was gonna turn you in to protect themselves. We're Comish. We take care of our own.
You can tell very subtly that she's a little bit disappointed.
I guess I did the right thing. You imagine what that bitch would have done to me if I'd actually talked?
Probably the same thing she did to everyone else in this room when you didn't.
Yeah, playing the evil route definitely does make you feel bad.
Do me
You
a
can
favor,
tell that
man.
Delson just really does not.
Everybody else that, I said, thanks for taking one for the team. Yeah?
Yeah. His personality is completely different depending on the way you play. It's actually kind of cool when you play through it twice. You get to see the different ways that he interacts with not just Betty, but everybody.
Damn it, I thought we were gonna lose you there.
Concrete in the legs? It's gonna take more than that.
Oh, glad to see fast healing seems to be a part of your new, thing. Speaking of which, the craziness with the hands, is that gone
I
yet?
don't know, man. There's no smoking in the longhouse, remember?
Right.
And I wouldn't want to get in the way of anyone's recovery.
Recovery? Hey, Delson, these people aren't getting any better. They're dying, man.
You don't know that.
No, but the doctors who came through here when you were out, they do. And they said that... They said the only way those shards are coming out is the exact same way they went in.
What? Yeah. But that was Augustine and her concrete power.
Yeah.
Then screw it, man.
Looks like you and me are going to Seattle and we're gonna go get her.
Whoa, wait, what? You think you're just gonna charm her into coming back here with you? Come on, man, I know you took a bump to the head, but you two didn't exactly hit it off last time you were together.
Reggie, I did this. And I gotta fix it.
No, damn it, Delson, you just got back on your feet. Look, I know you want to help, but the doctors have already said the only
way it's getting out is with the same power. I get it.
Which means we don't actually need Augustine. We just need her power.
Okay, now you've lost me.
I'm a goddamn power sponge, remember? If I got smoke, why can't I get concrete?
Yeah, but what if smoke was just a fluke, huh? I mean, think about it. You'd have to go through, what, 1,000 DUP guys just to get to her?
Yeah, probably something like that.
It's actually
Spraying the
2,000, the
truck.
news said.
What truck? I don't have a truck, That's my truck.
I love the relationship between Delson and Reggie. It's a really good brother relationship.
All right, I got this whole thing figured out, okay? We hit the town, we load up at the all-you-can-leech conduit power buffet, we maybe swing by the Space Needle, always wanted to see it, and then we're back home to save some lives.
I mean, no matter what, depending on good and bad, Delson does go on this adventure with good intentions.
What does that even mean?
It means that Seattle has 500,000 people that aren't exactly thrilled about the bioterrorists that are already there. You think they're gonna welcome you? Wake up, man. Look, don't worry, Del, all right? We're gonna fix this thing. Gonna find you a cure.
A cure?
Shooting
I
smoke
just heard the music that was on the radio, so I really hope I don't get copyrighted with that. I didn't realize that that played on the radio in this scene.
Van Gogh wasn't normal. Gandhi wasn't normal.
Yeah, but people weren't scared of Gandhi, all right? People are afraid of bioterrorists. They're freaks.
See, that's pre-programmed bull. Shit.
Great.
Oh, it definitely looks like the other conduits got here before we did.
Well, looks like we're walking the rest of the way.
Walk? What?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Hey.
Also, I like how, thinking about it, Reggie just leaves his truck here. And I think he leaves the lights on, too.
Holy crap, would you look at this?
Look,
So yeah, I would guess probably about an hour into this game
Are you
being...
kidding me?
His
This
truck's
is
probably just gonna be
amazing.
dead.
This is destruction.
This is self-defense, man. The roadblock was set up to attack them.
Yeah, because they're bioterrorists.
Well, it didn't stop them, and it's not going to stop this bad boy either.
Man, this is like a post-apocalyptic Vegas. Oh, this must be the mothership.
Jesus, Delson! Hey, are you okay?
Okay. I'm better than okay, man. I think I picked up a new trick.
Yes, we'll be able to fire smoke shots.
Oh, yeah. Definitely new and improved.
Delson, this is not improved, man. We're trying to fix the problems you already have, not add new ones.
What do you think? Augustine is just sitting on her ass? I gotta power up if I'm gonna go toe-to-toe with Concrete Queen.
Hey, I'm hoping to avoid that. Listen, there might be another way that we can get to Augustine.
What other way? What other way?
I have a few connections in Seattle, all right? Some in the police force.
No,
If
no,
we get
no,
them
no,
to
no,
help
no.
us-
This is not the point where Reggie swoops in and makes everything all right. This is not your problem to fix. It is mine.
Oh, is somebody there? Can you hear me?
There. Perfect. You want to go help somebody? Go save damsel in distress.
That's not...
Please?
All right, fine. We both go. Come
Oh,
on.
no, 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 no.
I
You go
need-
play Super Cup, okay? I will catch up with you in a minute.
All right, but don't go anywhere. And for God's sake, don't touch anything!
I love how he knew exactly what he was going to say right there.
Touch everything. Hello. You're up first, little guy.
Okay, yeah, that could definitely be habit forming.
Dude, we're still using that. Huh. Maybe I just need to refill the smoke tank. Good to go.
Some pretty good tutorials. Unfortunately, we don't have unlimited amounts that we can use our powers. You have to refill with things that are smoking, and luckily with destroyed cars and chimneys and everything, smoke is not something that's that hard to come by. So once we collect 4 out of 4 blast shards, then we get a upgrade.
Get up here, okay? I found a bus full of relief workers that's stuck.
So we're able to still do our
Leave all the medical supplies on top.
Well, just tell him to hold on.
little
I'll get the bus
teleport there.
unstuck.
Nelson, I know what you're thinking, and don't.
Dude, I just took out a fleet of quadcopters. I think I can dig out a bus. This is gonna take forever. There's gotta be a faster way.
So we can press pause to go into our screen, and we can use those shards to get Cinder Blast. So this is kind of our little tree here. Obviously it's going to expand a lot more. And as you can see by smoke, it's kind of showing that we're going to get more than just smoke powers. So we have a little melee tree here, and you've got your smoke tree. A lot of different abilities that you start off with, like the dash and the vent dash. And then we'll be able to upgrade them later. I believe actually you can just melee those if you want to hit them hard enough.
I am unstoppable!
But we can hold the shot to do a concrete shot, which destroys the barricades and allows the bus to go forward.
Delson, I'm not...
Ah, lost you. Must have hit the mute button.
So we're going to want to get some more smoke before we move on. That way we can use our powers to blow this open again.
Okay, looks like the rest of the way is clear. You ride this baby straight into Seattle.
Dude, Reggie, open up. Let's go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Hello?
Hey, Delson, we got a problem. Some of the people on the bus, they saw you doing your super thingy to clear the way.
And?
And they're afraid of you.
What?
Look, I told you, man. Bioterrorists aren't especially popular.
So what, am I like Rosa Parks and they want me to sit on the back of the bus?
No, they want you to sit outside the bus. Look, they don't want you in here, right? They said if you come on, they're gonna get off.
Then let them walk. I don't care. You think I can't take this door down?
You are not gonna do that. These people have never seen anything like you before, and they're scared, right? And I can't blame them.
He says he's gonna break down the door. Go! Sir! Just give me a second!
Look, just let me run them across the bridge. I'll come right back for you, all right? It'll take 5 minutes. Come on, man. I can't let you on
I mean,
the bus.
to be fair to Reggie's part, I can kind of understand where he's coming from. I mean, if you saw somebody just blast across barriers with something come out of their hand, you probably wouldn't want to sit next to them on the bus. And yes, if you're wondering, since I've played through this game a lot, I can kind of give the differences between good and bad. No matter what you're playing, good or bad there, you do get stuck off the bus. Just because in general you're still a conduit, even though you are a good one. They don't know that yet.
Attention. The scheduled decommission of the 520 bridge by order of the DUP will begin shortly. All vehicles and individuals are ordered to...
That sounds like useful information.
Nelson, I got the aid workers across.
That was not 5 minutes.
Clearing the bridge. Coming back for you, so...
Reggie, you there? What's going on? Hello?
Also, how did he get the bus through? I mean, I guess unless he went through there. So it looks like we're going to get into combat for the first time.
Oh, shit. A bioterrorist. Hey! It's one of those freaks!
Okay.
Whoa! No!
Alright, well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching. That's the end of the game. We died there.
Oh, this fast healing stuff is gonna come in real handy.
Just kidding.
Shooting me like that? Big mistake.
I swore I just saw somebody standing over here. Okay. Looks like that dude just disappeared. One thing that's interesting about the evil karma is you start to, whenever you kill people like this in combat, you start to get points towards rampage, which increases your evil karma meter. But when you're playing the good karma, killing people like this, which you have to for the story, it doesn't give you bad karma, but it doesn't give you good karma either. Which is kind of interesting. It's just, it's a lot easier to get to top evil than it is to top good. So now here we get a choice. We can either execute people or subdue them. Obviously, since we're playing evil, we're going to choose to execute. So we can overload his body and basically turn him into cinders. Pretty nifty ability. I think that car is a set piece where we'll be able to destroy it. Normally, if you're running low on energy, you can spend a little bit of it to basically blow up a car, which then in turn will give you more smoke.
Reggie? Oh man, answer me!
Oh my God. This was a bridge? Reg.
Landed that perfectly. So we've got another core relay here. I love how Delson just knows the names of them right there. So this will get us our next ability for smoke. I think this is probably one of the least used abilities in this game. I think you really only need to use it like twice in the entire story, and this is one of the times there.
Okay, easy.
So one thing that's kind of a cool visual change is, as you can see, our smoke has the tiniest hint of red to it. When you're playing evil, it will get that red, and if you're playing good, it will stay more of like a blackish look. So we get our next ability, which this one is used a lot. Definitely. Mainly just because it looks really cool. But this paired with the smoke dash is extremely useful.
Nelson Rowe.
Kind of a bad time, Betty.
You took off before I was through talking to you.
Well, you know, I had plans.
I heard you and Reggie were headed to Seattle.
Hold still. Really gotta go, Betty. Love you.
And yeah, we just hang up on Betty.
Almost across.
Good. Cut it out. Double bridge.
So we can chain our abilities together, like the smoke jump and the hover, along with the dash, to be able to cross some of these gaps. So the movement in this game is really fun. There's a lot of different things to do in it. And it's really fun to just honestly explore the city. I would say a lot of the time I put into this game is me just flying around the city and everything. But I promise for the conciseness of a video, I won't just show me exploring for 20 minutes.
At the bus. Reggie! Reggie!
One thing I gotta wonder though is how did Reggie get there, and where are the other people he was with before that happened and everything?
Delson, little help here.
So the game makes you automatically teleport there.
Delson.
All right, come on.
I got it.
Thanks for the hand. Huh. Check it out.
Wow. Seem to be getting the hang of your, new symptoms.
Right? And of course, the only downside being that, nope, can't think of anything. This is pretty freaking awesome.
Really? No downside? How about those heavily armed guys over there now want to hurt you? Real bad. That a downside? Yeah. Now look, for all we know, we may be able to pass you through their security, because you're not a normal bioterrorist. So...
Normal? No, if you mean by normal, the sheep that they try to line up so that they can probe them. No, Reggie, I'm not normal. And did you see what I did on that bridge? We can take these guys.
Let's just see if we can sneak you through their checkpoints first, all right? It'll make getting around the city a lot easier.
Okay, fine. We'll do it your way. I'll settle.
Listen, promise me you'll play it cool up ahead.
Hey, they used to call me Mr. Cool.
I wonder where all these random people came from.
Ever.
Are you really
Standing here on the bridge.
These DUP guys may not have the same level of power that natural bioterrorists have, but the government infused them all with enough to still do some serious damage.
Well, you have just officially ruined my Seattle vacation. How long did you say I was out for?
1 week.
Wow. That means the DUP put all of this up to...
Yep.
Oh, they've kept busy.
Once we're through, I'll check with a couple of my cop buddies, try and get access to the police databases. In the meantime, I need you to just lay low. It might spook them if I show up with a bioterrorist.
Okay.
Maybe he shouldn't say that so loud. I mean, the dude we're talking, the dude we don't want us to hear is standing right there.
This is a registered firearm. I'm a police officer.
Jeez, won't let me on his bus, won't let me meet his friends.
I love how they just accept that. I mean, he could have easily just killed a cop, taken the jacket and the gun. So with these checkpoints, you have to do another thing with the touchpad, and I swear this is always a little bit of a jump scare, this loud noise that it suddenly hits with when your finger's on there.
Processing.
Little awkward. Until they weren't exactly expecting that.
Delson, run!
Hell with that!
So all of these little scanning stations have blast shards. So you'll definitely want to try to destroy them whenever you can. Just because they give you free upgrades later. So yeah, little walls like that, something you can easily phase through, but there's certain walls and areas that you can't. So you might be able to see on the map right now, you can see the enemies are obviously the yellow icons. One thing we have the option to do, if you look back there, right over there, there is people held in cages. It would be good karma to let them go, but obviously since we're playing through evil, we aren't going to want to let them go because that will gain us good karma and stop us from traversing so far on the bad karma side. So one thing about this game, it really wants you to stick to one side. Jumping back and forth doesn't really make too much sense because there are certain abilities later that are based on what kind of karma you have. And by being good and then being bad and then being good, you lose access out to certain ones because you're constantly changing. And honestly, you're just weaker when you're doing both. So as we can see here, we have a sniper aiming at us. It's pretty easy, though, for the most part, to just dodge him, and then we can charge up one of our blasts and blow down that area that he was holding on.
Where's everybody going?
If we were good, we could choose to heal these civilians, but again, since we're playing evil, we're gonna instead just kick them while they're down to finish them off. So yeah, those little grates give you a bit of a jump, and then you can take the smoke from this chimney here. So this area up here is a DUP restricted area that they are holding down that we are needing to defeat out. So there is multiple ways that you can take some of these areas. You could charge right in the front door, or you could go around and try to take certain targets out.
Well, gouge out their eyes and slice off their ears.
Alright, I've got you on my GPS.
It's a pretty good idea to usually try to take off the high-ranged people as soon as possible. These cameras are honestly just little collectibles for you to do. I haven't decided yet at this moment if I'm going to go for 100%. I've actually 100%ed this game in the past, getting the Platinum Trophy and everything for it. I think I might go for it just because I think it makes a good complete run when you get everything.
Okay, blow out the panels, got it.
A lot of the time, obviously, at the beginning of this game, the enemies are going to be easier than they are later, but a lot of the time, honestly, the Cinder Blast that you get is a really good way to just take out a lot of these early enemies really fast. Think of it as kind of like a shotgun blast instead of using a pistol at this point. One thing in this game that's nice, though, is that your melee, even though while it does look like it uses smoke, it doesn't actually take any of your abilities, so when you're running low, like I kind of am right now, using the melee is a good way to get yourself clear from enemies. And also, whenever you recover from a source, such as like those smoke piles, it actually does heal you a little bit, so when you're low health, it's also a good idea to take care of them. So I'm going to use this to pop myself up, get a bit of an aerial view, and we'll drop in on these guys here. It's always a good idea to make sure that they didn't just go down instead of actually dying, because then you can double the amount of karma that you're getting for taking them out, and trying to get your karma in either way, be it evil or good, as fast as possible is always a good idea. Because like I mentioned earlier, it unlocks some very powerful abilities for you later. So the sooner you get it done, the better it's going to be for you. So one thing we can do with these pens instead of opening them is if we destroy them, it gives us evil karma instead of good. And that's one thing that I feel like makes it easier playing evil karma again. Pretty much whenever there's an opportunity to gain good karma in a situation, there's an opportunity to gain evil. When it can't be said the same way, going the other way, because there will be a lot of times where the evil option is to kill something, and if you just leave it alone, it doesn't give you anything. Like if you were playing good and you decided to not kill that like specific person or something, then instead of giving you, you know, good karma, it would give you nothing. So here we will top off quickly. And then, looks like there was another blast drone around there. There it is. Okay. It's pretty much whenever you see those, as long as they're not in combat, you pretty much just want to take them out. This one is just barely evading me. So let me get up higher again. I think that's actually what they wanted you to do, because your abilities don't have infinite range. So as we can hear, there's one of those tracker drones around here. There's the Space Needle. It's currently taken over by the DUP. One thing that is really nice about this game, though, is that there is no fall damage. Like, even if we fall from there, nothing happens. Just do a quick stumble. So this person here, if we were playing good, we could heal them, but since we're playing evil, we're just gonna kick them. So this is the mobile command center that we're gonna want to take out. So you'll want to basically just charge your Cinder Blast on them, which will destroy the panels, and then once the blue is available, shoot another shot and destroy the blue. Once the main power core is available, you can hold it up, and then you just have to keep tapping R2 to blow it up.
You must be back up. I think I prefer the smaller guys. They are really stepping up their game. Definitely prefer the smaller guys.
So whenever one of those mobile command centers are destroyed, they actually shoot a bunch of blast shards in the area, so you'll want to make sure you grab those before you leave. That's something I have forgotten about in previous times, and I left one or two without noticing. Until I'm trying to catch back up in certain areas and figure out what was going on and why I was missing one or two blast shards, and turns out it was in an area I'd already cleared. So with these guys, I think the obvious thing is you don't want to get caught by their minigun, so it's a good idea to basically just keep dodging, take a few pot shots whenever you can, and then heal up with smoke. Once he gets low health, he will hold himself up, and then you can basically go up to him and try to pull him out of it. I actually missed there because for some reason he seemed to be kind of stuck in the wall. Okay, see, there we are. So we'll want to pull him out from the back there. So then we'll cause him to explode. And then here we are. We can grab the last blast shard of this area.
Hey, Delson, you know, I just realized all the DUPs have concrete powers, right? Hey, all you have to do is drain one of them, and we can go home. I mean, if it doesn't work, it will mean you were wrong about that, huh? Then we can still go home.
How about you, big fella? Oh, crap.
Well, did it work?
No time to check, man. I got dupes coming at me from every direction.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, great advice.
There we are. So, we just completed the first mission, Welcome to Seattle. Took out a lot of people there. I think before I finish out the video here, we can take a look at the powers. So as I said, here's a little bit of an idea from what happens when you are picking good versus bad. So looking at here, if you were to play good, whenever you would subdue surrendering or coughing enemy, you can get some health back. But if you're playing evil, landing directly on an enemy with Comet Drop, an ability we haven't gotten yet, will instantly kill them. This ability, the Dash Slam, I think is actually one of the most useful abilities for the evil. One thing I would always do is the double air dash is extremely useful along with the quick drain. And sustained fire is pretty decent. I think I shall increase the smoke capacity by just a little bit. And then also the energy used by our normal attack. And then, yeah. Looks like we are basically finishing up what I wanted to do in this episode. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Alright, Reg, I hate to ask, but